So what happened? What happened to you on Friday?
So on Friday, normally I go home a little early, so I take over. I don't know whether to say luckily for me that Friday I was late, so I go home a little late. So upon arriving, I was told that we had two motorcycle. It's a motorcycle. It came and parked in front of the shop. So ideally, when someone parks in front of the shop, you are expected to at least get up and serve the person. Before that, I was told that my siblings were around, so they decided to take a stroll. So it was left with just my auntie in the shop. So they came, and then my auntie, in seeing someone, obviously you have to stand up and serve the person. Then this person comes up and pulls a gun, pointing the gun at my auntie. And she's astonished, she's surprised. What's going on? So she tries to get up and go. And the guy said, the one on the motorbike said, shut up and sit down. I was like, So she's surprised. What's going on? What's going on? She doesn't understand what's going on. So then the guy pulls a gun, showing on my auntie that she should bring her phone. She's still surprised, but then she hands over the phone. And the guy asks that, do you have money? And she said no, she doesn't have money. But then her bag was in front of her. So the guy picks up the bag with money in it, with the ID cards, wallets, everything in the bag. Picks it up, and the guy shouts, let's go. Then they sit on the motorbike. But then when they were leaving, that was when my sisters were coming. So they saw the action taking place, and they started shouting, Kung Fu. But then it was late.
Around what time did this happen?
That was around 7
p.m.
Yeah, 7 p.m.
What area is this?
This is Adenta down, Housing down. It's around the Queenstown area.
What language were the people speaking?
So they were speaking English. The shut-up was in English. But then they came, they are not masked. They don't wear anything. They came like, we can see their face.
Wow.
They came just like, yes. It's not the first time. It's happened before. That one, I was there, and it happened to me.
Narrate what happened. So what you've just narrated to me is something that happened in your absence, and you came and met it.
In my absence.
This was just this Friday. In your house.
Yes, this Friday, my house.
There's a shop in front of your house. But then you are saying this. Yes. You have a similar incident that occurred.
I have a similar incident. Now I was there at the shop.
Same shop.
Same shop.
And what happened to you?
So with me, I happened to be there with a colleague, a father figure of mine, and one lady. Then I realized that two people on the motorbike the same way were taking someone's phone in front of the shop. So I saw them pull the gun that the person should bring the phone. So the guy that was being robbed is my friend. So I saw him giving me a signal that after that they are coming to my shop, so I should run away. And I had to jump the wall, go back and see if I could get some help. By the time I came back, they've already taken the man's car keys because they thought I was going to chase them, probably, even though I was really scared because they were bringing the gun to us. So I had to jump and run away, leaving them to the fate, and they sped off with the car key and left the car key on the side. This is just numerous of them. This is just two of them. But we've had several cases. A lot of them.
In the same area?
In the same area, the Light Academy area, because it's... So what happened to you?
So about a month ago, when I was on my way to work around 4:50 a.m. on a Friday, I was walking beside a gutter. Then I just saw that two guys were on a motorbike, and then they just came in front of me and parked in front of me. And the other guy at the back just got off the motorbike, pointed a gun at me, and signaled me to bring my bag. At that point, I thought I was dreaming because I was like, what is really about to happen? So I panicked and stepped back, and that made me fall in the gutter. And even in the gutter, I was shouting, help me, help me, help me, on top of my voice. Even though I was scared, I was still shouting, and the gun was still at me. like, bring your bag, bring your bag. He didn't talk. He signaled me. I still didn't surrender, but I surrendered after I realized that what if this guy shoots me right now? Could that be the end of me? That was when I surrendered, and he pulled the bag from me, and it was left with the bag strap. So when it happened like that, he climbed on the motorbike and they zoomed off. And at that point, I was helpless. I kept on shouting, and a truck driver also was coming towards that junction, and they pointed a gun at him. There was another guy also going down the road. They pointed a gun at him also. Then they zoomed off. I shouted and people came around. And at that point, I was so confused that I didn't even know that my phone had fallen out of my bag. And at that point, when I was walking, when I locked my door, I carried my key on my finger. So the key also fell in the gutter when I fell. So at that point, I was so confused, and I didn't know anything of that sort dropped in the gutter. So people around picked up the things for me. And when I saw my phone and my key, I heaved a sigh of relief, because those two things were important, because I had important stuff on the phone, and my key too led to my house. So I was glad those things were safe. So
What area is it?
this is Adenta, New Legon, around Ubolo Junction.